welcome you to this class again. We want to look at division of polynomials. In polynomials, we have a way we use in dividing the set of polynomials given to us. In other words, when a polynomial is provided for us, a polynomial will be equal to divisor multiplied by quotient plus a remainder. That is the value that is going to provide to us as we are going to have the question under a polynomial, which the question can be twisted in different ways, whichever way. So let's look at the question here now. We have a question here that we are asked to divide this polynomial by that polynomial again. So let's solve the question. Let's go. Now, this is a question. Solution now. Solution to the question now. We are going to put our polynomial here, which is going to be in form of function x. Our polynomial is given to be 3x cubed plus 4x squared minus 1, which is our divisor, as we have the question there, is x squared plus 2x minus 1. That is what we are asked to use in dividing this polynomial. Now, how do we go about it? Don't forget, I have told you that this is a polynomial. This is our divisor. This is our divisor. Now, we are going to be provided with our quotient. That is the answer we're going to get here. Then we also get our remainder. And I will eventually show you the relationship between polynomial, divisor, quotient, and the remainder, which I have earlier showed you. So let's start with the division of this right now. Now, in this case now, the first thing you do here is that you look at this first term he given to yours here, which is 3x raised to the power of 3. You divide it by the first term here. That is 3x raised to the power of 3 over x squared. If you divide this, one of these cells will go here. What is remaining for us here is 3x. You write it here, 3x. You can see, I divide this first term here by the first term here. So I have 3x as the answer. After you have gotten the answer like that, what you do now is you use this value you get here to multiply all the terms at the divisor here. So let's go ahead and do that. 3x multiplied by x squared, that is 3x raised to the power of 3. 3x multiplied by 2x, 3 times 2, that's plus 6. X times s, that's x squared. 3x times minus 1, that is going to be minus 3x. 3x times minus 1, that is the last value we have here at the divisor. So we have gotten that here. Now, after you have done that multiplication of this value we get here with all this divisor here, then what you do next is to subtract this new value that we get here from the polynomial value given to us initially. The way we normally solve our division in our normal division of values. Now, subtracting it from one another, we put minus value here. That is 3x cubed minus 3x cubed. This one will give us 0. Plus 4x squared minus times 4. That's minus, which means this is going to be plus 4x squared minus 6x squared. That will be minus 2x squared. Then, we do not have any value that has x are the polynomial here. But we have a value with x here. But there's a negative value here. So we are going to say, okay, there's no value for x here, that is going to be 0 minus 3x. Minus times minus. Don't forget, you have to follow it accordingly. Minus times minus is plus. That's plus 3x. Then minus 1, there's no other value that is a constant at this level here. That'll be minus 1. After you have done this again, you will use this value again, the first term here, to divide this first term at the divisor here. So we are having minus 2x squared over s squared. We call this. So it remaining minus 2. Minus 2. Then you will use this term again to multiply all these divisor. We are going to have minus 2 times x squared minus 2x squared minus 2 times plus 2x, that's minus 4x, minus 2 times minus 1, that'll be plus 2. After you have done the multiplication all through like that, what you do now again is to subtract this value from this value gotten initially. So we are going to have minus 2x minus, so that will be minus 2x, because minus times minus there will be plus 2. Minus 2x plus 2a, that will be 0. Plus 3x minus 4x. That will be what? Plus 3x plus 7x. That will be what? Plus 7x. Minus 1 minus times loss, that's minus. So minus 1 minus 2, that will be minus 3. Now, at this stage, we can be able to see that the power of that we are having in the first term here on the variable x is less than the power at this divisor of this divisor first term here. We are having 2 here, we are having the power here as 1. In that case, once the power here is less than the power at this divisor, you can no longer go ahead with the division. So in that case, we call this value we get here our remainder. We call it remainder. So in this case here, you've been able to get the value of the remainder. In that case, I cannot come into conclusion and say polynomial is going to be equal to this value we have here is going to be equal to quotient. Don't forget, I call this value here quotient multiplied by divisor plus remainder, as we have it here. Quotient multiplied by divisor plus remainder. That is the value of a polynomial. And a question can be given to you which can ask you to find the polynomial. While the quotient will be provided for you, the remainder will be provided for you, and the divisor will also be provided for you. You can as well get this value here. So if I want to get this polynomial here now, if I look at my quotient and divisor, that was 3x minus 2. My divisor is x squared plus 2x minus 1, x squared plus 2x minus 1, plus my remainder, 7x minus 3. If I have this value together, if I do the multiplication of this and add this one to it, I should be able to get the value of this, my polynomial here. So let me try that. So 3x times x squared, that's 3x raised to the power of 3. 3x times plus 2x, that's plus 6x. 3x times minus 1, that is minus 3x. I've used this 3x to multiply everything. I come to 2 now. Minus 2 times x squared minus 2x squared. Minus 2 times plus 2x, that's what? Minus 4x. Minus 2 times minus 1, that is equal to plus 2. In this case here, we can now collect the like terms. We are going to have the like terms, 2x squared, 3x squared, plus 6x squared. This one is 6x squared. 6x squared, 2x squared. Now, if we put the like terms together, that will be, well, this one is now going to be plus 7x minus 3. So we are having 3x squared, there is no other value of 3x squared there, plus 6x squared minus 2x squared, that will be what? Plus 4x squared. Minus 3x minus 4x plus 7x, that's what? Minus 7x plus 7x, that is going to be equal to 0. Then each other value we have there, then we are having plus 2 minus 3, that will be minus 1. So which will eventually be equal to 3x squared plus 3x cubed, 3x raised to the power of 3, 3x raised to the power of 3, plus 4x squared, minus 7x plus 7x, that was 0, minus 1. If you look at the polynomial value given to us, that's a function of x, you will discover that the same value has been able to be achieved here. So in that case, we are right sure that the polynomial is equal to quotient multiplied by divisor plus remainder. How about another question? Stay tuned. How about question A on polynomial? Now, the question says the polynomial, in the polynomial value, the polynomial is divided by x squared plus x minus 2. Then the quotient is x plus 1. So I can now bring out my divisor. Let me bring out my parameters here. My divisor is s squared plus x minus 2. My quotient is equal to x plus 1. And my remainder is 2x minus 3. Now, according to the formula given to us, which is polynomial is equal to, we are asked to find function x, which is the polynomial, is equal to quotient multiplied by divisor plus remainder. So in this case now, I'm going to insert this value accordingly. We're going to have, the value is a quotient x plus 1 multiplied by divisor is x squared plus x minus 2 plus remainder is 2x minus 3. So let's do the multiplication and addition accordingly. Here we're going to have, using this x to multiply every value here, x cubed, x times s, that plus x squared, x times minus 2, that's minus 2x. Plus 1 times x squared, that's plus x squared. Plus 1 times s, that's plus x. Plus 1 times minus 2, that's minus 2. Plus 2x minus 3. At this stage, we have to collect the like terms. So collecting like terms now, we're going to have x cubed. That's the only value we have for x cubed. Plus x squared. What's the other value for x squared here? That's plus x squared again. We are through with the x squared value. Then we move to x now. Minus 2x plus x plus 2x. Now we are through with the x value. We are now moving to the constant. We are having minus 2 minus 3. So we are going to have it to be x cubed plus x squared plus x squared. That's plus 2x squared. Minus 2x plus x plus 2x. That's plus 3x. Minus 2x plus 3x. That will be equal to minus, that will be equal to plus x. Because minus 2x plus 3x, like you say 3x minus 2x, we have plus x. Minus 2 minus 3, that will be minus 5. This is our polynomial. This is the value of the polynomial that is being divided by this divisor to get this quotient and this value as a remainder. Thanks for taking part of this class. See you in the next class. Please do subscribe to our channel to have access to all our videos. Thank you.